I'm Lucy Edwards, Director of Strategic Engagement at Metaport and VHT Studios. And today I am at Gale, Sotheby's International Realty with Deirdra O'Connell. And Deirdra, you are the Chief Executive Officer of this fabulous organization.
Yes, well, thank you so much for coming to visit us and having this time together.
I would love to talk about your successful journey. You started over 30 years ago as when you were young and inexperienced, and you wanted to be a realtor. So you started as a realtor, and then one way or the other, you got to your own brokerage, as I understand, and then to Chief Executive Officer of this prestigious organization.
It's been quite a journey. As I said earlier, it wasn't direct. It was a little bit around and about. But yes, I started in real estate in my late 20s. I at the time had 2 children. I was working in Manhattan and I wanted to do something closer to home. My husband's family had a real estate company. His grandfather had started it. Ooh. And his uncle was running it at the time. So I worked for him at Thomas O'Connell and Sons. And it was everything that I still think is important in brokerage. We were a tight-knit group. We were a family. We helped each other. And the seasoned agents helped train me, which is important, and launch my career. Sort of fast forward, I ended up having 5 children.
Ooh,
and
that's a busy career by itself.
Very busy career by its correct. So therefore, I had this horrible transaction and with a close friend at the time, and my broker had to help me because I just had my 5th baby. And at that time, our splits were 50-50 when you think about where splits are now. And he came to me and he said, well, I did that engineer and it took a really long time. So this is 60-40, 60 to me, 40 to you. And so that really hit me the wrong way. And I was angry over all of it. And I said, you know what? I quit. I hate real estate and I quit.
Altogether, you quit real estate?
I quit. I let my license expire. I completely quit. And 5 years later, when my youngest was going to kindergarten, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for my career. And I think in life, it's really important. There are moments that other people come into your life and they inspire you to be what maybe the best you can be. And that company, Thomas O'Connell and Sons, was being sold to Coldwell Banker. And the core agents did not want to go to Coldwell Banker. And an older guy who was really my mentor tapped me on the shoulder and he said, I need you to have lunch with me. We need to talk about this. And we sat down and he looked me in the eye and he said, what the hell are you doing? You're meant to be in real estate. And he went on to say that I was in the paper running all these nonprofits and I had everything it took to be successful. But most importantly, I also had the O'Connell name. And he helped me figure out how to put together a plan to open a brokerage. I went home and told my husband I was going to open a brokerage. That was an interesting conversation. But he also inspired me because he said, you can't run a business without a plan. So I had to write a plan and launched Deirdra O'Connell Realty. And unfortunately, it was right after 9/11 and real estate in New York was not doing very well. But again, that is an important theme, I think, in real estate. You work hardest at the hardest times, and then you're in a position to take advantage of the better times. So we seated ourselves, and I started to attract agents in, and we all know the run of the mid-2000s was a wonderful run. Mm-hmm. And we were scrappy, we were hardworking. I opened a second office out on the eastern end of Long Island where I grew up and began to business out there. And that was another pivotal moment because I'd begun to grow and my agents needed more. They needed better support. They needed better collateral materials. They needed better marketing. They wanted a better website. And I was running around trying to figure out if I could find a brand to partner with. There was no brand. And Gale, Sotheby's International Realty called me. Now, they've all called me, but no, I didn't listen to anyone else because there was no other brand that reflected the values that I had or my agents had. And I took the meeting with Pat Peterson, and I never looked back.
Well, that is a beautiful story.
Most important part, though, I didn't do it for myself. I did it for my agents, and they have thrived working under this incredible brand.